The entire country of Cuba woke up, 4 days ago, to all of their bank accounts empty. Everyone in the entire country woke up with no money.
So how does that happen?
That's why I don't use banks.
Hey there, Saints. Let me turn this down so it's not so loud. So I feel like a lot of you do not know what's currently happening in the world, and of course I have to come on and let you know. So if you did not know, there is a bank, I'm looking for the right word. What would you say? A bank chaos happening right now. If you did not know, banks in Asia, including those in Bangladesh, those in Cuba, people just woke up with no money in their accounts in Cuba. Banks in Bangladesh, they're closed down. Just like that, overnight closed down. People cannot get their money, they cannot get anything. So there's a crisis happening in the world, and news stations like CNN, BBC, and those broadcasters won't show it because at the end of the day, they are being sponsored by the elites, and certain things they literally cannot discuss. They're not allowed to discuss, right? So I say this to say, I would suggest, and I suggested it a long time ago when I said, get your money out. If you have equity in your house, equity in your properties, you need to get that, because that's the same thing that happened in 2008 when what was that? 2008, when the housing crisis happened. Guess what happened? All homeowners were unable to get the equity in their properties and houses because the bank just couldn't give it to them. That was a done case. Okay? So, what really came to my mind this morning in my spirit is that, remember the 7 years of famine? Right? That comes after the 7 years of prosperity. I honestly and wholeheartedly believe that the 7 years of famine have started. And if you go back to the Bible, remember it didn't just start with people ready to sell like their kids to get food. It started with barter system, then selling little things, then till it comes to selling little property things, then it just progressed. And if we use this in our time now to look at what's happening, that's what's happening. We're just not at the worst part yet. So to prepare for that, any money you have, you need to start taking it and preparing. And there's a lot more that I'm going to share, proof, facts, stuff that come out of the horse's mouth. But I just cannot wait. I have to share this with you all. It has started. It has started 20. Yeah, it has started. So get ready, y'all. Do what you have to do. Love you all. Take care. Bye bye.
It's a communication blackout, complete blackout in Bangladesh. The banks are closed. You cannot get your money. It is hot. The government has a curfew on the people over there in Bangladesh because there is a civil war. They don't want to tell us on the television. The Bangladesh government doesn't want the world to know what they're doing to their people. You need to tune in to what's happening in Bangladesh from independent reporters.
That's crazy.
There is no internet. People are not being able to access their money. They don't want to give the people back their money. More than 3,000 people, they believe more than 3,000 are injured because of the police brutality. The army, the Bangladeshi army has been deployed in the entire Bangladesh area. The Prime Minister has left the country and has said that there's nothing they can do right now. The people are being left by themselves to fight against the police brutality. They have the military going all over the place. They have a curfew. And the students, many students, they believe more than 300 now are dead because of the police brutality. Tell me if this is not crazy.
It is?
There is a whole civil war on that side of the world and we don't know. Did you know that there is going to be a massive protest in Georgia, here in United States because of what's happening in Bangladesh? Of course you don't know none of this because CNN and all of the news channels here in the United States are cowards and paid by the elites.